Hello again, virtual pinball fans, or should I say, future pinball fans. If there are any out there, I'm not sure if there are. Just me. I know that there's definitely Terry Red, George H, Gimli. That's at least 4 of us. If you're watching, guys, hello. So this is Lethal Weapon 3. This is another remake of the Dali. It's not a Dali. It's a Data East game from the 90s. Very simple game, but I have improved it with extra features just to make it a little bit more fun. And so let's get the game started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a piece of music. I've added 3 additional tracks.
What do you say? Would you like a shot at the title?
So I will go with Jan Hammer. There you go. So once you've selected the piece of music, it's kind of locked in for the rest of the game. But don't worry, you won't last long playing this game. It's very, very fast. So as you can see there is a whirly-curly ramp on the right and a whirly-curly ramp on the left, which I added. On the original game, it's just a straight ramp, but there is actually room to add another curl there, or another loop if you like, so I decided to add it there just to make the game a bit more fun. And then I've added colour to the wireforms as well, just to make them stand out more. So you will notice on this game as well that it's got movie clips which play on the billboard on the back wall there. You can just see it, very similar to the one I added to Jaws. It kind of doubles as a billboard, but it also plays movie clips. I also did the same thing for RoboCop as well. And I think Jaws was the very first pinball game to ever feature a colour LCD on the playfield. And then a couple of years later, I think Jersey Jack added one on their Wizard of Oz. But Future Pinball, always the first with everything. So let's see if I can start one of these video modes. Okay, so it's all about reaction time. There you go. So my reaction time was 350 milliseconds. So you get points based on how quickly you react. So obviously if you're playing with your children, they're going to be much faster at reacting than you are. So that's when youth has the advantage over seniority, if you like, because young people have a much faster reaction time. So that's a fun game that you can play with your family, if I was ever to release this game, which seems unlikely based on Future Pinball's current popularity. But you never know. I'm hopeful for next year. So that's the idea of the video modes now. You have to react as quickly as possible. The faster you react, the more points you get. And if you come in too early, you're too quick. If you come in too late, you're too slow. And there are 5 clips from all of the movies. I could add more if I wanted to. At the moment, I've just added 5 clips, but I could add much, much more. As you know, the Lethal Weapon films are very, very action-packed. There's plenty of stuff to choose from. This remake also features the entire cast. Mel Gibson, Danny Glover, Joe Pesci, they're all in it. All the swearing, all the naughty words. Kind of. You're probably wondering why Miami Vice is playing in the background. The reason I chose that is because I just like the music, and I was picking theme tunes from other cop movies. So I got Miami Vice and I got Beverly Hills Cop. And I'm thinking about doing a Miami Vice pinball game, which will be a reskin of this game. So Miami Vice will be Lethal Weapon with a few changes to the layout, but it will be essentially this game. Now the reason I do that is because it's just so much easier when you've got a layout already done. I've probably changed a couple of the ramps, but this essentially will be Miami Vice. It's got the Uzi, which is relevant to Miami Vice. It's got the cop lights. It's got the LCD on the back wall. Okay, let's play another game quickly.
We're back. We're bad. You're black. I'm next.
Let's play Axel F. So like I said, I could add much more content to this. There are 4 Lethal Weapon films, and I believe that Mel Gibson is directing the next one. Now that Richard Donner has obviously passed on, it's now passed over to Mel Gibson, so there will be another Lethal Weapon film. God, I love this music. I love this music. Will there ever be a Beverly Hills Cop pinball machine? Probably. But I'm going to do Miami Vice because I just love the 80s. I love 80s music. I love that style, the Miami, the neon, women in bikinis, obviously. A very sexy, stylish game Miami Vice will be. But this is also a lot of fun. There's a lot of things I've added to this game to make it more fun. I can't remember exactly what I've added. Obviously, there's this scene.
Guys like you don't die on toilets.
Oh, 300 milliseconds. Average. See, I got 1 million for that. But 300 milliseconds reaction time is very slow. If I was 12, my reaction time would probably be 100 milliseconds. So I'd probably get 3 million for that. So no, you've got no chance of... if you're playing your children on this game, your children would kick your ass because their reaction time would be just so much quicker. And there's no lag with Future Pinball either. I do notice there is lag when I'm playing Pinball FX 3 on the PlayStation 5. There's definitely lag, and it's very distracting. But on Future Pinball, playing on my computer, absolutely no lag whatsoever. It's instantaneous. Maybe 10 milliseconds of lag, but so there's no problem at all, and everything runs silky smooth. You're probably seeing some drops in the frame rate just for the recording purposes, but trust me, when I'm playing this on my computer, it's absolutely rock solid. Not a single frame is dropped, and it's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous game. So I did add some sidewall artwork as well, which I think I just pinched the artwork from the side of the cabinet and just stretched it out. Now, if you listen carefully to that kickback, it's actually Bruce Lee. So I took the sound from a Bruce Lee film. So when he's doing his karate kicks, it's actually Bruce Lee. And there should be a Bruce Lee pinball game as well. I really want to make a Bruce Lee pinball game as well. Oh, I want to do a spaghetti western one. It's just I just don't have enough time. There's no way that I can do all the pinball games that I want.
See? All done. Raj. Yeah. Grab the cat.
Ooh, 300 milliseconds again. Average, and that is average. For a 52-year-old, 300 milliseconds is pretty average reaction time. I would say, like I said, if you're 10 or 12, you're probably going to get that reaction time of about 100 milliseconds. If you're in your 20s and 30s, you're probably going to get close to 200 milliseconds. 50s and above, 400, 300, 400 milliseconds reaction time. So I think that's the first time that's ever been done in pinball, where your reaction time is converted into points. Never seen before. Soon to be pinched by Stern and Jersey Jack, no doubt. That's where they get all their best ideas from me. They know they do. I don't mind, because I know that what I'm creating actually works. Was I supposed to press something there? Oh yeah, I was. So I changed that as well, the shootout. It's actually an Uzi. So what you do is you hold down the button and it fires the Uzi. So it fires a machine gun, not a single bullet. You're actually firing an Uzi. So you hold it down and the guy will be disintegrated as you blast him with bullets. So that's an improvement of the original rules. Because there's an Uzi on the playfield, it doesn't make sense that you just fire a single gun. And it's more satisfying to shoot him to bits with an Uzi. So that's it. So that's Lethal Weapon 3. It does contain content from Lethal Weapon 1, 2, 3 and 4, where I think the original Data East game is just Lethal Weapon 3. And I will continue to update this. I will add more content. As the years go on, it will just get better and better. And I just love it. And thank you for watching. You take care now. And if I don't speak to you before Christmas, have a great Christmas.